So today's the first time I'm going to be going over someone that doesn't run YouTube ads here. But given the fact that, I found him out through the YouTuber Graham Stephan, and that most of his students also found him through the same YouTube interview, I thought I'd make a short video about him. And the person that I'm talking about is Richard Jordan Louie. Graham Stephan did a interview with him. You can go check that out. And throughout this interview that I was watching, there were some immediate red flags, like his age.
He was 18 years old.
The amount he was making.
Sorry, how many months have you consistently made 100,000 so far?
100,000 profit.
Yeah, 100,000 profit. How many months? Because some people could be like, oh, you only did that 1 month.
This
just
would be,
like, yeah.
So it's just August, right? So
Yeah.
This is the third month.
The third month.
This is the third month.
The guru he finds his inspiration from.
Pissed off was a big one. I learned this from Alex Becker. Like Alex Becker said, it's an amazing video. The people with the data.
But the one thing that actually caught my eye is this.
He's trying to sell you a course. You actually don't even have a course. It's basically you just do Shopify.
It's a little mastermind thing that I do have, but
Yeah.
it's not public. Like you can't. Yeah.
It's a mastermind mentorship. So he's selling a mentorship to people. Now, before I get into that, I just want to let you know that these internet gurus or these people selling courses online, they're also getting scammed. If you go Google them up at any of these courses, you can find that they are selling for a heavy discount. Like I've seen $1,000 courses sell for $20. I don't condone this, but it's out there, and a lot of these internet gurus offer mentorships because they know that can't be reproduced, and also that you can sell it for a higher price than a course. So before I get into his mentorships and his student stories about him, let's just find out who Richard is. Okay, so when you go on to Richard's Instagram, you can see that he makes money off Shopify. He's a real estate flipper and an Instagram broker. And when you go through his posts, it's no different from all these other teenage gurus trying to sell you something. It has the high numbers, the jets, the vacation pictures, the cars. He's also involved with these celebrity giveaways. And I don't want to get too much into it, but in short, these giveaways basically are buying followers. And so right now this giveaway is doing a $10,000 in prize giveaway. I think the earliest one is this one, Little Pump. And so what this company does is, to enter into this giveaway, you have to follow everyone that this account is following. Right now there's 0 following because probably no one has paid them yet. But if you wanted to gain some followers, you'd go to their site here. It says Little Pump Giveaway. You would go buy now, and you would pay $5,000 and you would get 46,000 followers. I don't know why people would do that besides getting a big follower account, because in the end you're gonna get 0 engagement, because these random followers are most likely going to unfollow you. I guess some people like having a high follower account with 0 engagement. You can see Richard here. He has 59,000 followers and he has 0, like not even 1% engagement rate. Like he has 31 comments on a 59,000 follower account, and this has been a weak post. So you kind of see who Richard is. Like he likes the high numbers. He wants people to perceive him, in a certain way. And even with these publications that he has about himself, like this post, it says, Richard Jordan Louie, he says, thanks for the article, CBS News. And I mean, if you really go look up this article, it doesn't exist on CBS News right now, but if you go like into all the articles that he says are written by him, it's the same article. Like, this is the same picture. This is literally, the wording is the same for every single, the Miami Journal, the Denver, essentially. And this was written in 2019, but you know, the CBS one that he claims that wrote about him was 2 weeks ago. So it's either all these news sites have the same person writing an article about him, or he just paid a company to release an article that he wrote about himself to these news sites. What this post should really say is, I've had the extreme pleasure of paying to be featured on CBS News. And then you have this post where he says, no better feeling than hitting record months. Now, I don't know if you guys saw that here, but let me first go over the comments. This is something he commented. He commented that these two stores are from 2020, but if you go look into the video, like, it says 2018. And this comment, by the way, is deleted, and how I know that it's deleted is if you go down here, the same comment by Cadell, sorry. It says, haha, I live in Vegas too. Isn't the same thing. So he deleted this for a reason. So you kind of get the idea of, you know, Richard. He's trying to make other people believe he's some hotshot. But let's get into the mentorships, because that's where a lot of people are having issues with him. So basically, Richard has been selling mentorships to people that will provide him access to him and his team on a daily basis. And I guess this was like a month-to-month membership kind of thing. But what essentially happened was that he would pass off the clients to other people that weren't even part of the company, or he would just not answer his clients and eventually ghosted them. And this wasn't just one or two people. This is multiple people with the same story. Like, I met Richard back in December 2018 when I initially saw him through Graham's video. I watched it and immediately was hooked, thinking Richard was a super genuine and smart guy. Went to his channel, then signed up to his Telegram. Then I saw Richard post about his mentorship on Telegram and that he was offering only a select few spots to certain people who meet his credentials. When in reality, I really think that he was accepting anyone that would, you know, pay for it. Okay, so I signed up to his Linktree forum for his mentorship program because I was really determined to change my life through dropshipping, and so then days after, he follows me back via email. I was super excited because he agreed to do a one-on-one call with me and to see if I was the right choice. Now, at first I thought the mentorship was free and he was just doing it because he was a legit person, but then he hit me with the $1,500 a month for mentorship. And he guaranteed me that in every call, every beginner wishes for, that he would change my life for good, help me every day, at least an hour a day, and all that good stuff. Days after, I get ghosted. I spam him on Skype, telling him for a refund, but he simply ignores. I then message his friend Ronald. So this is another story. I paid Richard $10K for a 4-month mentorship. It was supposed to be a daily one-on-one call and messaging via Skype. He initially passed me on to someone who worked with him, but who I later found out was just a kid he paid monthly to do something, and wasn't even a partner in the business. He was supposed to teach me the basics, and Richard was supposed to take over and supplement what he was teaching. I would send messages and Richard would reply with a few words and then disappear for days. Sometimes it would take a week to hear back from him. He then would disable the booking platform used to schedule calls with him. He would finally schedule a time to chat and then he would miss it and not turn up. His course was and a bunch of students rambling on Skype providing zero value. I said to him, "You're not providing me what you promised. You're supposed to speak to me daily and message me daily." He then blocked me and refused to talk to me and cut the mentorship off without finishing it. So, and you know, it's the same story over and over again. You know, he has, "Sorry, I've been super busy the whole day." Anyways, Richard scammed me about a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. He promised me a mentorship that would last 3 to 4 weeks and would reassure me that I could ask for a refund at the end if I wasn't satisfied. He made me sign a contract. I was 16 at the time, and he promised 3 to 4 calls a week. After I paid him, he started acting like an asshole and not really giving me attention, and I paid him $1,200 or so. I have recordings of every conversation with him, and I have this part where he promised me I can get a refund. So there's a lot more of this testimonials, which I'll put in the description if you guys want to read, but we get the point. He promised to provide daily, contact, and he didn't. And instead of, doing what's right, is returning a refund, he would just ghost people. I understand that in any business there's going to be clients that's not satisfied or anything like that, but I reviewed the contract. I got my hands on one of the contracts. So this is the contract, and it has a list of services that Richard has to perform for the client. And in the terms, it says right here, all communications will be made through Skype, and there will be a maximum call limit of 60 minutes per day. So essentially, if the client needs you every day, Richard should be on a call with them for 60 minutes max every day. And if he doesn't, it's a breach of contract. Simple as that. And obviously Richard has not been doing that and has been ghosting people. So there are many people that are, that has contracts with him breached and are ready to file lawsuits against him. And there's even people that transcribe all their Skype messages with Richard to prepare for lawsuits. It's crazy. And what's even crazier is that there's recordings of him saying that he's gonna give people refunds, like this one.
"I'm very happy. I would like to continue. Let me pay you another 1,000. And I'll probably just do I don't really mind. I'm not too strict on it. I'll probably just give you 4 weeks, or basically a whole month. And if you're unhappy, then I'll just either give you a refund or you can have more time with me, whichever one you like more. But yeah, sure to make sure that's I'm very happy."
So that's Richard saying, he's gonna give a refund, and this client said he'd like the refund, not the course. And again, Richard does not respond. And this was yesterday or a few days ago. He actually did respond, saying how you would like your refund. The client responds, but yet hasn't been an answer. So Richard is digging himself a big hole here. He's been saying that he's going to be giving refunds, but he's also been ghosting those people too. Okay, this video is longer than I thought it would be, but you guys get the idea. And I just want to say a few things to Richard's clients that haven't gotten refunds yet. Just know that there are many out there just like you. To Richard's future clients or people that want to work with him, just know what you're getting yourself into. And last is to Richard himself. I mean, you're young. I would definitely try to settle these disputes early before it gets into something more serious. And if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.